Sudan is bleeding. Guys, the situation in Sudan is getting worse every single day.
Well, guys, this shocked the world.
يا ناس والله السودان موجوع، الناس بتموت بالجوع والمرض، ما في امان، لا اكل لا دواء.
Dan, what happened to Sudan inastua kila mtu? Can you imagine, guys? More than 2,000 people kuwawa pale Sudan. And now hata ya Tanzania tujemalizana naye. In Tanzania saizi kuna ripoti inasemekana.
Na mtazamaji, watu kadhaa wameripotiwa kupoteza maisha yao katika machafuko ya uchaguzi ambayo yamekumba taifa jirani la Tanzania.
Zaidi ya watu 700 wamepoteza maisha yao kutokana na maandamano yanayoendelea Tanzania. Hii ni kulingana na msemaji mmoja wa chama kikuu cha upinzani Chadema aliyenukuliwa na kituo cha habari AFP News. Kituo cha habari cha BBC pia kinasema kwamba mwanadiplomasia mmoja anasema kwamba kuna evidence kwamba zaidi ya watu 500 wameweza kupoteza maisha yao. Kulingana na BBC, mfanyikazi mmoja katika mojawapo ya hospitali kubwa zaidi Dar es Salaam amedokeza kwamba wameanza kuzidiwa na idadi ya majeruhi na watu walioaga dunia.
So sababu network zimekatwa, vyombo za habari zote zimezuiliwa, na this is the what wataki watu waone. This is the what they don't want you to see.
Na nyinyi wala nyinyi kumana mamake nyinyi hapo. Nyinyi wala nyinyi. Hakutakuwa na nyinyi wala nyinyi. Nyoko nyinyi wala nyinyi.
Ongeza! Ndugu zetu wa Kenya watusaidie hapa. Bwana. Yenyewe. Tuko na familia ya Kenya hapo. Ni msaada wa kuua huyu mbwa. Haturudi nyuma. Leo ni leo. Kama amwamwe mbwa tu.
Watanzania wamelala barabarani. Kuna kituo kinaitwa cha Manoro, kiko pale Mwanza. Kituo cha polisi ni kama Kamete ya huko. Kamete prison maximum, it's a prison Mwanza, it's one of the biggest police. It's not police, ni prison. Wameenda wakatoa wafungwa wote huko na wakabomoa na wakachoma hiyo police station, na hiyo ndio Kamete ya huko kwao.
Now pale Sudan more than 2,000 people wameuawa kinyama.
Family, brothers and sisters, dear Africans, have you guys seen what is going on in Sudan? Have you seen what is going on in Sudan? Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I am short of words. I don't even know how to explain it at all. But what I will say is those RSF forces have taken this thing to a level which I cannot understand. The level of wickedness, the level of evil that I see. You would not believe that those guys, they put people on the ground and run them over with their vehicles, catch mothers with their children and water them down with their guns. Would you believe that? That a human being would do that to a woman and kids, unaliving them without any blink, without any sort of remorse. They don't want anybody to go to Darfur and supply food to the people of Darfur. If you are caught, they arrest you and unalive you without any pity. The people of Darfur have been starving for so many months, so many years, and they are still not satisfied with that. They arrest them one after the other, put them in pits, and water them down with their guns. People try to escape even with the hunger. They unalive them with their rifles, with their AK-47s, and all of that. This is a very sad moment. Guys, go on social media, go on X, and just type killings in Darfur, killings in Sudan. You would not believe what you would see with your eyes. I just cannot post them here. This is so terrible. And I'm asking myself a question. Where is the UN? Because I know that they are happy with these kind of things, right? They make pronunciations, they write communiques, but they will not do anything. We know about that. What about our own AU? So are they telling me that they don't have consciences to take, a real action? I'm not talking of communiques, speeches. We have gone way beyond speeches. What is the AU doing as Africans are being unalived in the Darfur region and in other parts of Sudan? What is the AU doing?
This soldier in Sudan smiles as he mocks 3 men begging for their lives. Their pleas are ignored, and a few seconds later, the man shoots them. We're not showing the full video as it's too graphic, but this clip and several others we've analysed show killings of unarmed men, a war crime under international law. We've been able to place Abu Lulu in the outskirts of the city of Al-Fashir, where intense fighting has been taking place. In another video, Abu Lulu and other fighters fire into a line of at least 9 unarmed men on the ground. The fighters then cheer and chant his name. We've identified Abu Lulu as a member of the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, who've been engaged in a brutal 2-year-long war with the Sudanese armed forces. His TikTok features several posts where his RSF patch is visible. And this isn't the first time Abu Lulu has been accused of a war crime. In August, human rights groups said he was documented in similar shooting incidents across Sudan. Other graphic videos near Al-Fashir show other men in RSF uniforms surrounded by dozens of dead bodies and burning vehicles. The United Nations Sudan coordinator said it has received credit.
Things that they're doing to women in Sudan is absolutely disgusting. The more I'm reading about this, a 1-year-old child was raped. 1-year-old, a baby. The armed forces will come to villages in Sudan and they'll knock on the door during the evening time with a whip in their hand or a weapon. And they will select the girls that they want and they'll take the girls to another room and grape them all night until they're unconscious. Some girls would get raped and when they returned back into their homes, they would be covered in blood. And these women have not just been raped by the male bodily parts, but they'd be raped by guns, by knives, by foreign objects. And some of these girls are raped in front of their parents, in front of their loved ones, in front of their brothers, in front of their fathers. Some of the survivors have said that they have seen children, babies, being raped to death. These armed forces would then dump the bodies of these children. And I've said this before, you barely hear anything about what's happening in Sudan. It's so quiet. And I saw this interview with this woman that said that she doesn't even have time to be depressed about what's happened to her. She was gang raped by all of these armed men in the most disgusting and humiliating ways. And she hasn't had the chance to sit down and even process what happened to her because she's constantly on her feet trying to survive this situation. The stories I've been telling you guys isn't even the full picture of what's truly going on there. And they're getting no help from anyone. They don't have a voice. At one point, I had to pause myself and stop reading these articles because my mind was spiraling. I felt like I was gonna go crazy. And it just needs to be talked about more. I don't see it anywhere. I'll see it once every maybe 50 swipes on my social media.
Kuna wengine wamerekodiwa pale hivyo na hii kikosi bado ikiwa inawazika uhai, inawaamurisha wachimbe shimo, inakuja kwa kijiji, inaona hii kijiji iko na watu 100 ama 200, inawaamurisha wachimbe kikaburi moja kubwa, alafu waingie ndani wakufe pale pale. Hii ni pale Sudan hapa Afrika, na that's why inaulizwa ni nini inaendelea Afrika, ni nini imeanza kuamuka Afrika.
My people, breaking news. Nataka kuwakumbusha kidogo tu wa Kenya.
Wao tuliwaona kule, walienda kunajisi mpaka bunge lao. Nchi gani ile? Eti alafu mtu anakuambia tukasome kwao. Tukasome nini? Kipi tukasome? Sisi hatuna cha kusoma kwa Wakenya, isipokuwa Wakenya watoke kule waje wajifunze kwetu. Waje watalii kwenye nchi yetu waone. Wafundishe namna siasa inapofanya.
A few moments later. Watanzania tunataka kujua hali ya huyu mama. Is she okay or she is in a critical condition right now? Ukiona cha mwenzako kikinyolewa, tia chako maji, wembe ni ule ule. Unakata mbele, nyuma na hata katikati ukikufikia. Okay? Wakenya. Let's keep on watching because the situation in Tanzania right now. Ati wamechoma nini? Nyuma ya the Speaker of the National Assembly. These people wamekuwa wakiteka notes. Usiwahi chezea watu wenye wamenyamaza. Hey Tanzanians. Anyway, respect from Kenya. Aluta.